Hey folks, how's it going? Chacho here with another quick review. Today we got a little tasty treat for you. This is a late 90s Trek Fast Track 470. What to say about these old Treks? It's an aluminum frame with a chromoly fork. It was some of the first bikes to have integrated shifters into the brakes. These still work great after all this time. I actually had a Cannondale CAD 2 that was this exact same shade of blue. So, and it was the same era, within a couple of years. So I reckon, maybe whoever supplied the paint, whether it was like DuPont or something, had a good deal. Or like this is like one of the, the design trends of 1997 was this dark blue paint, which is surprisingly like coming back, like that kind of looks black from some angles. And then once it hits the lift, if it was newer, this paint would be really nice. What to say about this bike? It's got the old Continental Ultra Sports, 23 millimeter wide for the aerodynamics. Really get you going where you need to go on the quick. She's got some pretty cheap Surface, bar tape. I hate Surface. Surface is like the crappiest of crap. Whatever they make, it's the cheapest. They are competing on price. So, it's like if you just go like a little bit more expensive, you'll get something that's actually like, almost nice. Has a little bike computer on. Let's not care too much about that. But gosh, look at how they installed it. This is nice. I kind of want this for my regular bike to like keep the cables together. I don't remember. My first bike had like Tiag or 9-speed on it, and these things are good for like getting into the aero position, and you can steer with the cables. And then I went to SRAM, and then they started tucking it underneath, and I was like, can't go back. Like that just looks, ooh, God. That's an eyesore, those cables coming out like that. Why couldn't they think of it? Maybe it was like they're trying to show off, how, look at these. We shift from the brake levers, but nowadays it's kind of cringy. Quill stem, no name headset. Really showing off right in the front. Made in Taiwan. Like, very proud. I don't understand that. Maybe it was a different time back then. It's a cool logo. Trek logos, they've changed over the years. I like the font, that they used to use, but they really changed after. I feel like Team Discovery was a turning point for the company. When they sponsored that team. Let's see. Just got a crappy old saddle. I mean, they wear out over the years. This is my favorite part about the frames of this time. I have a different review of a Trek 1000. You can check it out in my video library. And the 1000 has the brake cable routed inside of the top tube, and has the same like edge. Do you see that? Like I don't know. I think it just looks nice. That's as nice as you can make a cylindrical seat post look going into a seat tube. RSX brakes. The whole thing's pretty much RSX. It's got the little chain slap, still like in good shape. It seems like it hasn't even been like slapped around over the years. The nasty pie plate is all oxidized and gross. The brake surface on the wheels is I don't know if that's like dirt that you could clean off or what, but it could use a little cleaning. What else? In the later models of these integrated shifters, they took this barrel adjuster and moved it in line in the cable up here so that you could actually do some fine tuning. Like, I keep my fingers away from this area, like at all costs, especially since it's like pulling up, into the whole deal. No thanks. I can't believe the cable management. Look at the cable management. Crazy. Quick release skewers. These were funny. These giant pedals. What are these? That you can adjust the float. All that good stuff. They spin pretty They spin alright. What else? That's really it. 7-speed, two in the front, 7 in the rear. Oh, let's look at the sticker. Jacksonville, Florida, champion, cycling and fitness. So, yep, there you have it. That's, I think this bike is listed as a 60 centimeter frame. It looks like it could definitely be a 60 centimeter, but look how small the head tube is compared, like it is angled down for sure. Or something, I don't know. That's just such a small looking head tube on a 60, Or maybe head tubes have gotten larger over the years to make like more stability or just some marketing gimmick. But it feels like at least a 58 when I'm on it. And she handles pretty good. The headset's a little loose. And these headsets are kind of strange to tighten up. I always like completely screw up the headsets when I tighten them. What else? Shifting's fine. RS6 shifters, it's like they're not precise, right? But it's like at the same time, you're gonna hit that shift every time. It's gonna like without the precision, it's also not difficult to get it in gear properly, I guess you could say. It's easier to tune is what I'm trying to say, but it's also never going to be like that perfect crispness that you'll get like on a SRAM Red group or like Dura Ace. Brakes work great. Bike is light. How much does she weigh? Let's see. I'd give it the old 22 pounder maybe. The frame itself, the construction, like for what this frame is, you can get, maybe you could buy this bike for $150, $200 on your local Craigslist. Or for $250, you could get a brand new bike from overseas. And it's going to be every little, the frame's going to be exactly the same. Aluminum and chromoly. So, basically the Chinese frame market is 20 years behind Craigslist. Or maybe Trek, I guess you could say. I don't know where I'm going with this. Whoever had this before me put that saddle way up front. I don't know. Maybe it does still look pretty good. Like the nose is behind the bottom bracket. I guess there's just a pretty steep angle on that seat tube. Anyway, let me know what you think. It's a good bike. I'd ride it. I'd lock it up to a bike rack. I wouldn't put I wouldn't mind leaving it outside overnight a couple of times. It's a cheap workhorse. Nothing's going to be expensive to break. What more do you want for a $200 bike? See ya.